friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Danny and I'm currently on a journey to become debt-free. Today I will be budgeting my second paycheck for December. Let's jump into the video. Okay, so starting with salary, I'm going to hide this first little bit, but my salary for this paycheck was $2,102.42. I will also be budgeting my interest income from my high yield savings, and that came out to $14.36. I also received a bonus this year. It was not expected, which is why it wasn't included in the December budget with me, monthly budget with me, but that came out to $3,109.36. So my total income for this time frame comes out to $5,226.14. We'll go through the fixed expenses first. I will be budgeting $512.50 for rent. For my internet, I'm budgeting $115. For my car insurance, I have a little bit left over in that category, so I will be budgeting $80. And I have a student loan payment that is due on the 28th, and I will be budgeting $132 for that. So my total fixed expenses for this time frame comes out to $839.50. Which leaves $4,386.64. Going down into variable expenses, I will be budgeting $100 for groceries. I did take a look at some of my variable expense budget categories, and I'm not going to be budgeting my normal amount just because there's enough in that category that it can go without it for a little bit, or just a reduced amount for a little bit. So this is less than I normally budget. I also am budgeting $25 for supplements. Household is receiving $36.20. Challenges is receiving $50. And I decided that I would take 10% of the bonus because it's found money, essentially. It's money I wasn't expecting. And 10% of that I'm going to spend on something fun. So that will be $300. I know some people would probably say just put it all towards your debt, and I'm putting most of it towards my debt. But I know that for me to stay sustainable in this journey, I do need to have little rewards here and there. And so this is my way of staying sustainable, yet also paying down as much debt as I can, as fast as I can. So for my variable expenses, comes out to $511.20. Which leaves $3,875.44. For my sinking funds, I will be budgeting in 4 different categories. The first one is annual subscriptions. It will be receiving $105. Home decor and maintenance will be receiving $44.36. Occasions, so Christmas, birthdays, that kind of thing, will be receiving $25. And vehicle maintenance will be receiving $40. Comes out to $214.36. Which leaves $3,661.08. And the $3,661.08 is going towards my student loans. Which means I've budgeted my paycheck down to 0. Now I need to go through and update the budget categories. All right, so rent is receiving $512.50, which brings the balance up to $1,025. Internet is receiving $115, which brings the balance to $115.13. Car insurance is receiving $80, which brings the balance to $87.02. Student loans is receiving $3,661.08 plus the $132, which is $3,793.08. Which leaves a balance of $4,134.72. Groceries is receiving $100, which brings the balance to $567.76. Supplements is receiving $25, which brings the balance to $48.06. Household is receiving $36.20, which brings the balance to $200. And then personal is receiving $300, which brings the balance to $368.19. Challenges is receiving $50, which brings the balance to $62. Annual subscriptions is receiving $105, which brings the balance to $822.56. Home decor and maintenance is receiving $44.36. Which brings the balance to $128.87. Occasions is receiving $25. Which brings the balance to $501.14. And then vehicle maintenance is receiving $40. And that brings the balance to $643.89. And I believe that is it. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment below. I'd love to hear how you handle extra funds or unexpected money when it comes in. Do you put it all towards bills? Do you keep some to spend on something fun? Do you save it for use in the future? Let me know. I'll see you in the next video. Toodles.